like special beam cannon. Oh my, kick her out, kick her out. The music is so beautiful. Well, compared to what your grandfather put the boy through, yes. What's behind the door? Hello everyone, my name is Michelle and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you could, please give the video a like before exiting and please consider subbing. Today we'll be watching the 12th episode of Chainsaw Man. Okay everyone, so I just finished watching episode 11 and we're jumping into 12. Aki, you better survive until, like, listen, I kind of thought I just, oh, I hope I get another season of Aki. If he dies in this episode, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not gonna watch, but they're gonna need to give me another character for me to emotionally invest in, because while I want, you know what's gonna emotionally invest, well, let me finish that first thought. While I enjoy Denji's character and I fully want, my hopes for Denji is that he kind of learns his worth, because at this point these chuckleheads, it might, like, Denji, you watch everything Denji has kind of suffered, and I made a mockery of that because I'm like, this boy gave up a nut, a kidney, an eyeball. I'm like, dude, at this point you gotta just think about, like, just, I mean, if finding out his father did that, I'm like, you know, I understand, because at this point I'm there thinking either he has to go, or the people who are collecting his debt has got to go. Someone's got to go, because when you start hacking up body parts to pay off a debt, some serious contemplations have to happen now. But you know, I was a bit hard on Denji in the beginning. Now that I kind of, like, there was when he was fighting that devil in the whole Meowie escapade and they're in the street and he's like mocking his dream, but I'm like, he made me see it differently. Like that fight, as well as the aftermath when he's talking to Aki, like, no, I understand Denji doesn't have these like grander goals, and that's fine. Like the way he said, like, my goals or my dreams may not be as valiant or noble as yours, but I will fight just as hard as you to accomplish them. And that's what makes it, like, it matters to me. And at the end of the day, I guess that's what really matters. And that's what kind of this show kind of like made me see Denji. When they expanded that, I kind of saw Denji in a different light. And once he had that like moment, and the show really took the time to, like, not necessarily humanize, but like show a different perspective for this, I guess you can call it frivolent goal, but it makes sense given the very sad, depressing life the kid has had. I mean, he's what, 16, 15? I think they said he's 16. He's young. I mean, he's been through so much. His father, I mean, we don't even know about his mother, do we? I don't think we heard anything about his mom. I mean, yeah, just such a hard life that when you really put it all together, the only thing I feel that I want for, you know, as I'm talking, I'm there thinking I'm not emotionally connected to Denji, but I am. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm talking about Denji and I'm like, I'm feeling it right here. When you really think about everything the kid's gone through and you put it to words, you're like, no, I am emotionally attached to Denji, y'all. I take that shit back. Aki, I love you, but the death flag is waving for you. So I'm gonna have to come to grips with, I'm gonna say goodbye to you soon. As I'm talking about Denji, I'm finding out I am invested in him a lot more than I thought I was. Because I'm like, I thought I was invested in him, just wanting better for him, like wanting someone who deserves him and will treat him well, rather than the way people were talking to him initially. Like from the moment Makima got into that car with him in, like, I think the second episode, she said something shady. Like, I think she equated him to like a dog or something. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she's not, you know, this, she said, I forgot what she said in that car, but she said something that made me side-eye her. I'm like, oh no. And then the boy started like lusting after her. He's not in love, he's lusting after her. And it's just like, no, I want better for you. After everything you've been through, you deserve better. And that's how I feel about Denji. I want someone who's gonna value him, and maybe that's not, I'm watching the wrong anime, and that's never gonna happen. It's all camp in a way. It's like that stereotypical anime camp, like, oh yeah, I'm getting my first kiss and all of a sudden a chick vomits in my mouth, like that type of camp. But you know, I mean, not to say that doesn't happen, but God bless for anyone who's gone through that. Oh God. I'm now thinking about it, I guess people have gone through that. Like where someone's drunk and they accidentally like but maybe on you but not in your mouth. I don't even want to think about that. So yes, as I'm talking, I realize I guess I am a lot more emotionally invested in Denji than I thought I was, because I was about to say, listen, if Aki's gonna go, I'm gonna need someone to bring in. I'm gonna need the show to introduce to me another sad character that I guess their ending is going towards death too. But I'm a glutton for punishment. But in this case, I'm like, no, Denji's right there, and I am more invested in him than I initially thought. Like I literally felt that as I was talking. I'm like, wait a minute, no, maybe that's not the case. Aki, I guess you know why I was able to realize that, because I made peace with the fact that Aki's gonna die. There's just been too many flags, and I've had the entire season to like get right with it, and I guess I finally am right with it. The only thing I think last episode kind of confirmed to me that Aki's gonna want to take out the Gun Devil, so I get, or at least play a role a la like Piccolo and Goku versus Raditz. Like maybe it's Denji and Aki that defeat the Gun Devil, and Aki kind of like sacrifices himself, sort of like Goku did, to hold Raditz long enough for Piccolo to get the like special beam cannon. I can't do his voice, but maybe in that way. And even then, I do feel like the future devil knows Aki plays a role, because the Gun Devil but is this like massive devil that's wiped out millions and is known worldwide. He is a like as big as it gets. I'm assuming he's as big of a devil threat in this world than any devil that's ever been. I'm assuming. That's a grand assuming, given we don't know much about the world yet, but from what I can tell, he is like the big bad. Which also brings me back to Maki, because I feel like they're doing a bait and switch on that bitch. She's gonna turn out to be like the baddie, like not the actual, like, yes, Denji will definitely call Makima a baddie, but like the greater villain. And like the Gun Devil was just like not a side boss, but like a boss you gotta defeat in order to like get your points up, your experience up. Like you get those big jumps. I'm trying to think, is it Kingdom Hearts you get that? Like those big no, I think you get more points so you can get like AP slots. I forgot how it goes. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts in years. Yeah, does anyone else get video games and you play them for like a week or two and then you never go back to them? That's me. I have so many video games. Like the last Uncharted, I have it. I have not finished it. The remake for Final Fantasy VII, I have it. I have not finished it. It's horrible. It's really bad. It's a bad habit. You spend so much money on these video games and then maybe you dedicate like a week to it and then you never go back. Like I think, but for Uncharted, I'm not gonna lie, that's one game, the last one, I think 4, well, not the one where it branches off with Chloe and Nadine, but like the one with the main series with you know, the only reason I know how that Uncharted game wraps up is because I had to watch YouTube cutscenes. Because when I tell you my ass has been stuck on the same spot for years, I feel like I feel like the only way I'm gonna get past it is I restart the game. But I'm so far into the game, I don't want to restart it. And every time I'm thinking, you know, like it's just, I just tried to play the game during Christmas time and I sat down and I'm like, okay, I'm finally gonna beat this part. And then I don't. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it again. I do it again, I do it again. And once I die, like the 11th time, I say, fuck this shit, I'm out. I get so pissed. And I don't go back into it until like it's another long weekend or like a holiday break. I honestly don't know it's like he's in the jungle and there's a whole bunch of guys fighting and I die all the time. It's like, because there's so many snipers and I just die. I honestly, I'm usually good at video, you know, let me not lie. I'm like subpar, but still I'll be like, it's on easy. Is it on easy? Shit. Maybe that's why. Maybe this bitch isn't on easy. But no, it has to be, because otherwise I wouldn't have gone as far into the game as I have gone. gotta look that shit up now. Look at this. A whole bunch of this went on a lot longer than I thought. Almost 10 minutes of me talking. Grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever it is you like to do when you watch your favorite reactions. Just get comfortable. Let's get to. I took forever with this one. Oh god, this is the first thing we see. Oh, Denji power, somebody. Oh, this is... Does this make anyone feel... Oh, listen, my biggest fear is like stuff... Oh. Is he thinking of Himeno? Oh my goodness. I swear to god, I'll give you die. Oh. It's funny how you can care. Do I really care about her, or is it just because it's Aki? Yo, what is with her and minors? Oh, okay, you know what? Just as I was about to see, this is why I don't. Yeah, what is with you and minors, girl? Oh, okay, she took it back. The music is so beautiful. She's such a bad influence, but you know what? Fine. What'd you do? Yo, what just happened? He cut through it, but like, oh, that's the power of friendship or love. Or are you just holding the hand? What? Oh my goodness, the cigarette. Oh no. She's still in there. If he dies doing that, I guess even Himeno would find some kind of solace in that. I'm saying that as if Himeno's probably like watching over him. Fuck, he's gonna die, isn't he? And wasn't I just talking about whether or not she was looking out for him or still watching? Like, is she still is? Oh my god, I was bullshitting when I said that. Oh my goodness, what a... Kill the bitch. Oh no. That was sad as shit. Oh my god. How did I fall in love with their relationship, like their bond, after she was dead? How does that happen? Why couldn't y'all make me love the relationship and their bond while she was still alive? How'd y'all do that? How'd they manage to do that? Okay, so was she... I feel like I missed something. Did the ghost devil was able to like know what he wanted, or is she really in there with him, with the ghost devil? I gotta rewatch that and figure that out, because he said something about the ghost devil is able to see your fear or something like that, or if you have fear. I was just so shook by the entire situation that I kind of missed parts of it, but either way, it's the bond of friendship and love. I'm gonna say both friendship and love. Well, the job isn't done. She's still living. Who's behind her? Is it Kobani? Oh, I saw that knife and I'm like, what? I knew it was Kobani because that girl heard her knife for that whole episode. She came out that door with that knife. The second I saw the knife, I'm like, it had to be Kobani. Kill this bitch. I want revenge. Oh, for her family. To put money for her family, to take care of them. I honestly thought she was gonna say revenge, but you know what? Money, I get. So Aki went by himself while these two get to stay together. I guess Kobani went with him. Oh shit. Close the elevator doors before they notice. Exactly, close the elevator doors. She gonna do something stupid, ain't she? Oh my god, that smile. Oh my, kick her out, kick her out. Okay, these I can defeat. Okay, I was about to say, I just shot and pressed the closed door button. Oh, I entrust my back to you. Oh, Oh, he really did. He really did. He didn't push her, but he really left her. Okay then. Denji's not there. I love how crazy she is, but I like how he just kind of. So you know what? You do you, power. He really just let those doors close. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck talking. Wipe that shit up. Yank. I know a liar when I hear a liar. He lying. This nigga's a liar. Pull it, Denji. Pull it before he pulls his. They were pieces of shit who were blackmailing a child. Your family were horrible people. What? Oh. Pull that shit. So I guess they're really expanding on whether or not Denji has a conscience or a heart. I thought it was like a one-off, but I guess this is something they're gonna explore more. Oh shit, hello, property damage. People are living in these buildings. Holy shit, they're strong. Like, you're physically amped. Denji, fight back! Stop running. You got a chainsaw. Ooh. Oh shit. Dude, he's gonna knock you right off that roof. I know. Damn. Damn, Denji. Ass up too. Ooh. This is cool. Makima. Oh, okay. Well, compared to what your grandfather put the boy through, yes. Yes, I'm pretty sure the life he's living there is a lot better than what the shit your grandfather and his little friends put the kid through. So fuck y'all. Sorry, I have no sympathy for this man and his grandpappy. Come on, Denji. You trash. No, your family's fucking trash. They're trash. Fuck up, Denji. Denji, I'm gonna need you to stay on your feet, dude. Oh shit. Above you. Oh my god, the people. Oh hell no. Can you imagine going about your life and these two freaks, like these two jacked up niggas just. What do you do? What do you do in this case? Like, where do you go? They're on the train, and there's no escape. Oh my god, lady, get up! Get up and move! Get off! Yes, thank you. And he just assumes position. Your arm, dude. Can you, like, put it back and reattach it? Well, what the fuck are you supposed to fight with but your head? He still got a head. The fuck he should know? Don't apologize. Fuck your grandpappy. He was a piece of shit. Who does that to a child, you freak? Yeah, he still got his head. Thank you. Denji, don't you apologize to this kid. Whoa, grown man. You're a grown-ass man bitching about your evil-ass granddaddy. Fuck your granddaddy. Fuck him up, Denji. Fuck him up. You're there bitching and moaning and crying about your granddaddy. You're a grown-ass man. Man the fuck up. Your granddaddy was a piece of shit. He lived that life. He should know. Your granddaddy should have known. Ah, fuck, Denji. I wanted you to win this. No! Fuck his grandfather for what he put that kid through. Just because his daddy owed him shit don't mean the kid has to. Yes! Denji! Wait, he's immortal, right? Oh, look at that! He should be learning something from young teacher. Thank you! Thank you, Denji, because this grown-ass man bitching and whining about his daddy as if his granddaddy wasn't a criminal and knew it was fair motherfucking game. And didn't he offer himself up to that zombie devil too? Fuck him! Fuck him! Good for you, Denji! I got no sympathy for Mr. Swordsman dude. Fuck you, you dumb bitch. Sorry, I'm in a mood. This grown-ass man just pissed me off. He was a child. Your grandfather was awful.
やっぱあんた俺と同じなんだな。警察がてめえを迎え来るまでこれはいろいろ納得できないんだよね。てめえは姫の先輩を殺した。面のいい美人がてめえのせいで世界
I guess that's one way to look at it. I'm a little scared about what Denji's gonna do here.
今から大会を開く。
I hope Denji doesn't do something sadistic.
大会？あ、いいとこに来たな。
Oh, okay, good. I thought Denji was gonna like reveal like a dark side and do some sick shit. Okay. Whew, thank you, cause you. Whew.
応援求む。カーの先輩も参加するか？最強の大会によ。お前は何を言ってんだ？こいつは姫の先輩を弾で撃った。だからこいつも弾を撃たれるべきだろ。
No. Please.
だから大会を開く。
Please no. None of the sadistic shit.
こいつの金玉を蹴っていって。
Oh, nut
警察が
shots.
来るま
I
で
thought they
に
were
一
gonna
番
pull
で
out
けえ
guns
悲
and
鳴
start
を出
shooting
させた
him.
やつ。
I mean, kicking you in the nuts ain't that bad. But no, that's unnecessary, and that's not gonna help Aki.
こいつを捕まえることだ。
Yes.
いたぶって嘘を晴らすことじゃない。
Thank you, Aki. This is why we're
そんな
gonna.
ことしたって姫の先輩は喜ばない。
Thank you, Aki. See, this is.
あ、
So I love you. Even though I'm pretty sure he wants to do some sick shit to this man. Where'd he go? Wasn't he right there in front of him? Or is this like a different angle? I'm just gonna say it's a different angle.
何くれんだ。
They're really gonna do
それ
it.
はもちろんこいつの
Oh
玉
my
金よ。
god. I'm about to nut check this man. Hey, at least it's better than... I honestly thought they were gonna put out a gun and start like shooting him because the whole gun devil thing. I thought they were gonna keep going with that motif and like pop holes in him. That would have been too much, but nut shot's fine. And the only reason I'm agreeing to this is because Aki said it's okay. I have an Aki bias, as you can tell. So the job's all done. Well, not really, because we still haven't had the gun devil. And this angel devil, what a beautiful shot. Is she gonna be more important next time?
Hime no senpai. Tengoku
They're
made
bonding
kikoeru ka?
over beating up your murderer. Oh god, in his ass.
俺たちからあんたへのレクイエムだ。
Okay, here's the thing. They could have done this differently. They could have made it like dark and twisted, like sadistic, but they didn't. Oh, she was a former member?
その対価として沢渡はチェンソーの悪魔。
それでなぜ沢渡はチェンソーの悪魔の心臓を
Are we gonna answer that?
それが聞き出す前に。
Oh my god, they snatched her head off. Oh god, what more does Kobani have to see?
ついに肉片が本体に向かって動きました。
ついにかどこに向かって動いた
Aww. Protect them, please. Don't anything bad happen to any of them. Oh god, I want Aki to... Oh, what is happening? Oh god, please don't die all of a sudden. Oh god, I swear to god, if like the gun was a bullet through his head at the last second here, I'm a scream. Why does this seem so ominous? Oh Jesus. Nothing's gonna pop out from that smoke, right? It's just gonna fade to black and end, right? Oh god, it didn't end. Oh, I'm scared. Guys, I want this to just end. wait, isn't this the very first episode, episode 1 opening? Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, this, I remember, and it was really loud. It got louder and louder. What is going on? Is this from the past or from the future? The past.
Denji.
Pochi! Wasn't I just calling for Pochi? I was just calling. I was just saying Denji appear, and he's appeared.
絶対に開けちゃダメだ.
Why not? Why can't we open this door? What's behind the door? The fuck is behind the door? Is this like Attack on Titan's basement? What's behind the door? Fuck. Bullshit. What's behind the door?
デンジ君はさ、
And why is he always having this dream?
田舎のネズミと都会のネズミ、
Country mouse and the city mouse.
どっちがいい?
Who was that? And the country, I guess the country rat versus the city rat. Well, that set up a whole slew of questions. I'm glad I got confirmation Pochi is still kicking, and Denji seemingly has a dream. That first they replayed that opening scene, because I'm pretty sure that was the opening scene from episode 1. So it's a dream that he's constantly having, and it's a younger version of himself. But I am curious if he was having this dream before or after Pochita gave up his heart to save his life. When did this dream start to occur, Denji? And what do you smell? Describe the dream to me, Denji. The sights and the smell, the temperature of the hallway as you walk. Is it hot? Is it humid? Is it just... What's behind this goddamn door, and why don't Pochi want him opening it? And why does the gun devil want Pochita's heart? Because that's what it is. It's Pochita's heart. It's not Denji's heart. It's Pochi's heart, right? So technically he doesn't want Denji's heart. He wants Pochi's heart. Pochi, what are you? The fuck are you, Pochi? Pochi! Pochi, I need you to start talking more, because I was just asking for Pochi to make an appearance, and he sort of does in Denji's dreams. I'm a huge Pochi lover, and I refuse to let Pochi die. I remember Power was making some slick comment when she's like, hey, come, rescue Meowie for me, or all that bullshit. And she was saying some slick shit about Pochi being dead. I remember, like, listen here, Pochi is still alive, and I'm convinced Pochi's still kicking. I mean, if his heart is still beating, but it's just beating for Denji, he's still technically alive, right? Anyways, on to this last episode, and then just this season in general. I will say, there were two moments where I was really, like, concerned in this episode based off of how they would go about it. Like, that last scene, because of how, anytime things are, like, cool and calm and there's not a lot of background music and your character's just going about, like, slow, mundane things like lighting up a cigarette, you're always afraid that something's gonna jump out at you. Like, you're waiting for it, like, oh no, it's never this easy, it's never this sweet, some fucked up shit is gonna happen, and you're kind of waiting for that. So that moment was like, I was a bit nervous there. And then the second moment was when Denji was by himself talking to, like, the swordsman dude, the grandson of the guy who was, like, holding his father's debt over Denji. And he was, saying that he was essentially gonna torture him in a way. And I was terrified, because there's been this was the second time that Denji's conscience and his emotions and feelings have been brought up. So I was afraid they were going to show, especially this being, like, the last episode of the first season, I thought they were going to, like, unveil or show signs that Denji's conscience is, like, non-existent. And he was, or it is, it's just his moral, the way he sees the world is vastly different now that it's a devil's heart living in him. And I thought we were gonna see him do something very sadistic towards that man. And I thought, you know, you did what you needed to do, the mission's over. No need to torture him, especially when he's tied up. There's something very sadistic and cowardly about that, and I did not want Denji to go down that path, or that would be revealed that this is who Denji struggle is, like a new like internal emotional conflict for Denji. Though I think that dream is going to be Denji's like internal conflict. I feel like that's definitely going to pop back up later. But in terms of dealing with the whole his emotions and how he feels towards people who have died, and whether or not he's shed tears for them, I do find that a bit concerning. I do think that's not over. They made a point to like bring it up again, and I remember speaking on it when that scene came, and I'm like, oh, is this just him, you know, the fact that he doesn't know these people that well, like he's only known them for a short time. I mean, given everything that Denji's gone through in his life, I mean, yeah, you do have individuals who will cry over people they've just met, and then something awful happens to them. It doesn't really take much for them to build an emotional connection, especially when strong enough, where tears are involved. Just the thought of something horrible happening to you. Granted, I think you can do that just for watching a movie. You can get your emotions caught up into it, but still, I did question whether or not Denji's lack of tears or feeling bad over the deaths that they faced when that attack was launched on Special Division 4 or whatever. I thought maybe that was just him, you know, saying I didn't know these people that well, and shit, the time I did know them, they weren't all that great to me. They were a lot better than everything I had to go through, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they weren't that wonderful to him. But the fact that it's being brought up again in regards to him killing the zombies, and he said that even I feel bad even when I accidentally kill them, and I'm like, oh shit. So this isn't just I haven't gotten to know you long enough for me to feel bad about your death, or not. I can feel bad but not shed tears. So they just confirmed that maybe this is something more. It's not a matter of Denji's psyche. It's the fact that he has a heart. A devil's heart is his heart, and it is playing a factor in his ability to feel. And I thought they were going to really point that out in a very dark way and have him torture this man, and they didn't go down that route, and I felt very relieved that they did not go down that route. Secondly, I feel like their decision to make Aki kind of come along and like if Denji did it by himself, even if they played the cool music, it still would have had a darker tone, because I think it would even have a darker tone if, like, let's just say they play like weird, like loud, intense music behind it, like a synth. If they played it that way, it'd have been overtly dark. But if they'd played like soft, lively music and it was just Denji torturing this man, it would have been even darker, because it means that Denji's detached and he doesn't understand what he's doing is wrong. But the inclusion of Aki and the way they went about it really livened the moment and made it seem more of like it's something Himeno I can definitely see Himeno like laughing at that. Like, she definitely struck me as a person who would find this funny, them, you know, putting their foot up his ass. She definitely would have enjoyed that. So just it's so interesting how the inclusion of music or the inclusion of another character can really shift the entire tone of what a scene could be and mean. Because if it was just Denji, coming off of back-to-back, well, not back-to-back episodes, but was it back-to-back episodes? No, I think there was like just within a 3-episode span where you're questioning your main characters, your protagonists' emotional ability to like feel empathy or sorry for people around him. And then he does that. He tortures a man who's been tied up and the battle's already over. I think it does call into a sadistic nature. But they didn't go down that route. So I'm guessing it's not necessarily rooted in like Denji's lack of a I don't even want to call it a conscious, because I do think he has one. It's just more so what he feels compelled to have feelings on. If that makes sense, like what compels him to feel. Like, does he garner these emotions on himself, or does he feel bad because that's how society says you should feel bad about this? And so the remnants of how he should feel, his mind tells him he should feel, is why he's emoting. But in terms of his heart, his emotions, there's a disconnect there. I feel like that's what it is with him. I feel like based off of all the years he spent as a human and the emotions he did have, and how your brain tells you these things, like these are like repeated behaviors around you, the things that you're seeing, these are things you're supposed to feel bad about. Death, you're supposed to feel bad about death. You're supposed to feel bad about innocent victims or innocent people being victims of crime. You're supposed to feel bad about these things. So I'm wondering if him feeling like, you know, I should feel bad about it, and I do feel bad, but I wonder if it's just because this is behavioral. Like he knows that this is something you're supposed to feel bad for, versus him actually feeling bad. Like there's certain jokes that you know you're not supposed to laugh at, but you laugh at even though it's wrong, and you know it's wrong because this person doesn't deserve it, or it's really something messed up, and your better senses, your sensibilities tells you this is wrong, but it doesn't stop the feeling that you have. I wonder if that's what it is, like Denji feeling bad towards Himeno's death or things like that. It's just his sensibilities and the things he's been shown throughout his life you are supposed to feel bad for. And maybe before, when he did not have Pochi's heart in him, he would have shed tears, he would have felt bad. Or it could just be he's been through so much shit that he doesn't really respond, like his response towards these traumatic experiences just doesn't nail for him. I do find myself that I'm far more curious. I will say this, going into this show, going further down the line, I find myself far more curious about Denji's emotions than anything else. Makima Yu is like, she's like secondary to that, but my greatest like thoughts, my curiosity and my desire to see the show or the anime, really, or the story just explore more, is Denji's emotions. What is left of them? How much is it dictated because Pochi's heart is his? And is it just the nature of a devil? Because that other guy said he used to like feel bad when he accidentally killed zombies. So it's like, is it a varying thing depending on what devil's heart you have, or did I misread that moment, or did I misread the subtitles? Either way, that is something I find myself the most invested in. Secondly is Makima. That bitch, I do not trust you. I never trusted you, really. I still don't. And I do wonder about the nosebleeds. Like, who's causing these goddamn nosebleeds? What else? Pochi. What's so special about Pochita's heart? Because that's what's in Denji, right? I believe that's how that trade goes. The devil gave up his heart, and that's what's beating for Denji. So what the fuck is up with Pochi, y'all? And let's see, what else? I've kind of said everything I need to say in regards to Aki. I have my hopes and what I want for... I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that, yeah, this man's going to die. But the future devil has given me hope that it's going to be a spectacular, satisfying death. I swear to God, if it's not, there's really nothing I can do. I mean, you say if it's not, what are you gonna do? What really can you do after you say if it's not? Nothing, right? Yeah, exactly, nothing. So, you know, it means nothing that I'm saying if it's not a good death. What's gonna happen? They're gonna change the death because I didn't like it? No. And am I gonna stop watching if I don't like it? No. Still watch. I'm just gonna be disgruntled. That's it. But I would still show up. Oh man, this is a great season. I want to know more about the world of devils. I am curious about, like, is this just how this universe works, or do these devils like come somewhere? Like, was there a time before devils? Like, if you go like let's just say today, whatever day you're watching this, the next day devils appear in the world? Like, is there a before, like a BD and an AD, before devils and after devils? Like, is there a BD and AC? It's like you know how they say before Christ and after Christ, AC, BC? Is there like a before devils and an after devils? I Denji's emotional and mental state in regards to him now being a devil human hybrid is the thing I am most fascinated about, as well as that door. Why doesn't Pochi want him to go behind that door? I would say Makima, what's up with her, is my second thing. Third is what the hell is Pochi? And fourth would be the world, like the world itself. Like, I am curious about devils, and was there a time before they really came to this world? I don't know. That's the thing I want to know. Is it just something that's always been, like, have devils always been a part of human life? And if not, where do devils come from? Like, hell? I mean, I say that because I don't know where, like, the underworld, purgatory. Anyways, thank you all so much for sitting down and watching Chainsaw with me. I truly appreciate all of you, and I hope you all enjoy these reactions. It was a pleasure doing them and getting into this anime. It truly is, it lived up to its height, and I want to see more of it. I think I nailed all the things I want to see. I feel like I talked about all the things I'm really curious about. So just thank you all so much. And if you like this reaction, go ahead and give it a like and tell me what you thought of the episode, whichever, down below, and subscribe. I'll see you all next time whenever Chainsaw Man comes out. When does Chainsaw Man Season 2 come out? That is a damn good question. But I will see you then. Take care, everyone, and bye.